Hello everyone, my name is Spiracle and we just hit 100 subs. So how do we celebrate? Well, with a Pokemon Platinum Randomised Nuzlocke, of course, it's right there in the title. But first, I just want to thank you all while I have some cool Pokemon music in the background. I have no clue how we reached this milestone so soon, but I'm honoured to say the least, I really am. So here's your reward, or I guess my reward. I mean, I've wanted to do one at least since before starting the channel, so I guess I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's move on. Hang on, just give me a second to get over my nostalgia hit. I love this game so much. Platinum might be my favourite Pokemon game. It's definitely up there anyway. Sinnoh is awesome. I played this game so much and it has been so long since I last played it. In fact, it's been so long that I don't remember the storyline, I don't remember that guy. I'm sure I'll remember more as time goes on, but at the moment, nope, I remember very little. Also never done a randomised Nuzlocke, so guess it's going to be quite the adventure for us. That's enough of that, let's get started. Hello there! So very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Rowan, however, everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure? No, far from it. If you need advice, no I don't, just leave me alone. No. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Here, I have a Pokeball. Touch it. Touch my ball. Please? Okay, he asked nicely, we've got to now. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, at other times we work together. Some people use them as blood sport, and most of us eat them in some way, shape or form. But the real fun comes around when you eat the loser of the blood sport. Have you ever tasted a Magikarp that's been beaten while still alive? It's quite the flavour. You can really taste the fear. But enough about my lunch. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon and the delicious flavours contained within. Now why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy? Or are you a girl? Or we can be generic male number 2, or we can be Dawn. Oh, we'll go for the boy. Alright, so you're a boy, yes I think I might be. Tell me, what is your name? Let's go for Spiracle. Never mind, it doesn't fit. You know what, let's go for Spira. That sounds like a cool name. And it was the name of a cool chocolate bar. Your name is Spira? Cool. Yes. Okay, so you're Spira. Cool. A fine name it is. Now, this boy here, I believe he's your friend. I wouldn't go that far, but, you know, whatever. What might his name be? New name. What do I call this guy? Nope. No, I probably shouldn't. Nah, that's probably a step too far. Gavin was one of the names. Let's call him Garza. Question mark. Just because we're not too certain. Garza? Question mark? Is it? Question mark. That's your friend's name. Question mark? Yes, he had some very mean parents. Alright, Spiracle. The time has come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless Pokemon and unfortunately people. I'm sure that along the way you will discover many things. Perhaps even something about yourself. Now go on. Leap into the world of Pokemon. Alright, sure. Yeah, now I'm small. Pokemon are by our side, always. I hope you'll understand the meaning of those words. That was a comment left by Professor Rowan, who has returned to Sinnoh from the Kanto region. That concludes our special program, Let's Ask Professor Rowan. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. I don't remember that. See you next week, same time, same channel. Oh god, you can't just barge into my room like that, man. There you are. What, Spira? See the TV? Sure you did. Ain't Rowan that really important guy that studies Pokemon or something, right? Yeah, he just helped me decide my gender for good. That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon, I reckon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. If he don't, knife. Oh hey, you got me a new PC. Garza's a bit of a lowlife if you couldn't tell. Where was I? Oh, right. We're going to sell. I don't know how I turned into this voice, I don't. We gotta go see Professor Rowan and get some more Pokemon, eh? I'm kinda going all over the country. I'll be waiting outside. Okay, Spire? If you're late, I'm fining you 10 million. Now I'm going across the Earls. Oh my god, I cannot do voices. It's a Wii! Controlled by a Wii remote. I still love that. So, I think it's about time I explained what we're actually doing here, for those that don't know. So we are doing a randomised Nuzlocke. A Nuzlocke is a way of playing Pokemon to make it just that little bit more challenging. Because you know it's not challenging at all before it. There's a few core concepts to it. You can only catch the first Pokemon encounter on each route. If a Pokemon faints, it's dead. That's it. Hence we have a graveyard. And if we totally black out, we lose. It only starts once we get our first Pokeballs though, so you know, if we encounter a Pokemon before that, that doesn't count. Otherwise that would just be losing an encounter for no reason. We also have a duplicate cause. So if we say encounter a Scizor, firstly, and then we go to the next route, encounter another Scizor, that doesn't count as our first encounter, we move on to the next one. That's whether we wanted another Scizor or not. Which brings me straight to what we've got randomised. All encounters, static and wild, random. All items in the wild, random. So the few potions, whatever you get at the start, could be a Master Ball and a Lucky Egg for all we know. And all trainer Pokemon and their names and classes are random as well. Oh, Spire? Garza already left. He took our TV. I know we have one here, but we had a bigger one. This is our backup TV. We are very rich. I don't know what it was about, but he sure was in a hurry. Oh yes, Spire, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It would be okay if you got attacked. Oh, no, never mind. Take care, sweet small child. Hi, yes, Spire. Garza, I was looking for you. I think he's home now. Why don't you go check it out? I'm going to presume his home is the bigger one. All that stolen good. Ouch. FUD. What's that about? Oh, hey, it's you. Well, I'm going to go see that Rowan bloke. You should come too. Oh, he forgot something. I presume he left his mum's credit card at home. I give it approximately one episode before I give up on doing voices. Hello, Garza's mum. I'd better take my bag and journal too. Yeah, probably. I don't like him. I do not like Garza. So just quickly as well to explain the concept and as to why this is so special. Shut up, Garza. Okay, we're going. I've given up on doing your voice because I feel like I'm somehow upsetting the entire UK at once. Yes. This seems like a terrible, terrible idea, but I'm not going to stop you. And I look forward to watching. You're not very smart, Garza. Spoil sport. That was so close. You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. And what's the meaning of going into the tall grass? Much silence. This old guy is Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? What's he doing slightly away from his house? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What to do? Should I give a Pokemon to these two wildly irresponsible 10-year-olds? The world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? You two, you truly love Pokemon, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Me too, I love Pokemon too. I choose the wrong voice there. I'm not even doing voices for these, I'm just doing a weird voice. I will ask you once again, you two, you truly love Pokemon, don't you? You can ask 100 times, the answer will never change. We'll both answer 100 times. We love Pokemon. No. Okay, yeah. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly try to enter tall grass without Pokemon on their own. It worries me what people like that would do with Pokemon. But then I suppose I don't really care. Ah, good boy, Garza. Oh, I am very, very easily impressed. Very well, I will entrust you with Pokemon and such. Do with it what you will. You could eat it. You could make it fight. I love introducing children to dangerous crime. Hey, it's Dawn. Professor Rowan, you left your briefcase at the lake. While I ignore all of this dialogue that I don't care about, I'm going to explain what makes this series different from the other stuff we've got going on the channel. So first and foremost, the starter out of the 3 that we're about to find out about will be chosen by you. I will create a poll on Twitter, and also you can let me know down in the comments, although ideally just respond to one of them, because then it's fair and no one gets a double vote. But I mean, I could make a straw poll, but I don't know how to do that because I've never used straw poll before, so scratch that. Why did I even speak? Actually, scratch that Twitter thing, I'll just do it here. Also, another technicality of the Nuzlocke is every single one of your Pokemon needs to be nicknamed because you need an emotional connection to them when they inevitably die. And I guess whoever came up with the rules has some serious issues to work through. And the way we will name them is they'll be named by you as well. So leave your names down in the comments. It could be your name, your channel name, innuendo, wordplay, whatever. I'd avoid swearing because it's Pokemon, but aside from that, do what you want. And I will pick names at random out of the comments for whenever we encounter something. And a Pokemon could very well be named after you. Let's just hope you don't see yourself die a horrible, horrible death, yeah? That'd be nice. Where am I in the dialogue? There comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There's a world that should be explored together. I could just give them Rattatas, but nah. For them, today is that time. The place, right here. Go on! Open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon. I can't believe it. I'm so happy right now I can't keep a straight face. It almost feels like a smile. Hey Spirey, you can choose first. You're right, I can choose first because I'm smart and I'm the main character and you're a side character and no one cares about you or your life. Let's see what they have randomized to. Look, these are Pokeballs, and there's a Pokemon in each one. I don't know what else is in this thing. Don't look like they were secured very well. Which Pokemon will it be? Superpower Pokemon Machoke. Will you take this Pokemon? Not yet. So it looks like the images haven't randomized then. Music Note Pokemon Chatot. Will you take this Pokemon? Not yet. Or Snubble. So that's it's a real choice there. Do you want Machoke, Small Bird, or Small Dog? Now there's an obvious choice that I would make, but it's not up to me to choose now, is it? That is all down to you, but I'm going to leave it on the Machoke just in case you wanna... yeah. Last but not least, I just want to say, if I'm dumb and I miss an encounter or an important item or something, then also let me know down in the comments. There's a good chance I will at some point. I'm not thinking good. But this is where we're going to need to call it for now. And I'll leave it down to you to both name possibly Machoke and choose possibly Machoke down in the comments. Would have been nice if we got some more of a choice there, but you know, whatever. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for see future content like this. And I hope to see you next time. Cheers. And thanks again for 100 subs.